Thalassophobia, an intense and enduring fear of the sea, is a phobia that appears quite rational when you consider the countless slimy, elusive creatures hidden in the abyssal depths. What adds to this fear is the ongoing mystery surrounding our planet's watery expanses. Yet, even without venturing far into the ocean's expanse, nightmares can lurk in seemingly tranquil bodies of water like rivers. In the summer of 2014, a fisherman learned this the hard way. Canada boasts over 8,000 rivers, each a treasure trove of natural wonders. However, nestled in British Columbia, the Fraser River stands out for an eerie reason. The Fraser River has earned notoriety for housing colossal sea creatures, ones that could give Liam Neeson a run for his money in a fight, if only they had legs. It's not exactly a place for a leisurely swim, given the risk of something slimy brushing against a leg or nibbling a toe. Still, it remains a highly popular fishing spot. In 2011, Jeff Grimmelson, a lifelong fisherman, founded River Monster Adventures, a group dedicated not just to thrill-seeking, but also to assisting local conservatories in maintaining sturgeon populations that call these turbulent waters their home. After catching these monumental fish, they tag them and release them back into the wild. Understandably, this site has drawn tourists from all corners, including a British couple named Margaret and Michael Snell, who ventured there in 2012. Little did they know what awaited them. As the lovebirds relaxed on their boat, patiently waiting for an unsuspecting fish to take the bait, they suddenly felt an immense force tugging at their line. After an arduous struggle, what emerged from the murky depths left them awestruck. A colossal 12-foot-long fish, a world record-breaking catch. 2 years later, the Fraser River would once again astonish visitors. On Father's Day, Paul Jarvis decided to treat his father, Ron, to a special trip to this renowned fishing spot. After hours of inactivity, their line suddenly jerked with immense force. It proved an enormous challenge to gain control of whatever behemoth lurked below. When they finally reeled it in, they were met with a staggering sight. A 90-pound sturgeon, equivalent to the weight of an average-sized adult male polar bear. Yet, the Fraser River's most peculiar secret had yet to surface. It lay in wait beneath the opaque surface, daring someone to uncover it. That someone was Nick McCabe, a teenager who took a job as a guide at River Monster Adventures in the summer of 2014. With the whole summer ahead of him, he was eager to embark on this new venture. Things had been going smoothly, with McCabe displaying a natural aptitude for the job. Then, one fateful day, while out on a boat with a couple of friends, they encountered something extraordinary. Spotting a massive presence amidst the placid river surface, they trailed it in anticipation. McCabe recalled the moment he knew they were in for something extraordinary. The fish jumped right out of the river, and I said, "Well, that looks like a 10-footer, so strap on. We're going to be into at least a 2-hour fight." Little did he know that the struggle would last even longer, a full 2 hours and 15 minutes, thanks in part to McCabe's preference for short lines. Soon, everything would become clear. Finally, after hours of physical and mental endurance, McCabe and his friends reeled in their monstrous catch. What they saw was no ordinary sturgeon. It resembled more of a mythical beast than a fish. Its snout was elongated and strangely shaped, reminiscent of a pig's snout. They soon learned that this fish was notorious and carried a name, Pignose. McCabe was informed that he had captured a local legend, and Pignose's unique appearance was the result of a tragic injury 40 years earlier. Miraculously, the odd-looking creature had survived its wounds, but the healing process had left it permanently deformed, resembling a barnyard animal more than a river dweller. Surprisingly, Pignose's age was estimated to be at least 80 years old, and at 10 feet long and 650 pounds, it was still growing. Young McCabe became the first fisherman to ever catch this elusive creature, and to commemorate the milestone, they posed together in an affectionate photograph, man and fish, no longer adversaries but friends. McCabe had believed that the local buzz surrounding Pignose's historic capture had finally faded away. However, a year after the extraordinary incident, something incredibly bizarre occurred. While cruising the waters on a scorching summer day, McCabe once again spotted something massive lurking beneath the depths. An hour later, he had done it again. He had caught Pignose once more. Following this remarkable turn of events, McKay began to develop a profound sense of connection with the gentle creature. He might not be the largest fish in the river, but it's a very special fish for us, he reflected. Certainly, the Fraser River doesn't have a monopoly on strange and incredible deep-sea creatures. In fact, wherever there's water, you can expect to find intrepid souls searching for their own elusive monsters. Sometimes, what they discover proves even stranger than their expectations. Nestled in the provinces of Van and Bitlis, Lake Van stands as Turkey's largest body of water. However, its distinction goes beyond sheer size. It holds a secret within its depths. Despite being situated over 5,000 feet above sea level, Lake Van never freezes, thanks to its high salinity, which keeps the water flowing year-round. Yet this phenomenon has come at the cost of Lake Van's biodiversity. Due to the elevated salt levels, only one type of fish, the pearl mullet, is known to thrive in the lake's brackish waters. However, according to local legends, these mackerel-sized fish aren't the sole inhabitants lurking beneath Lake Van's waves. For over a century, locals have reported sightings of a lake monster. While most of these claims have proven unsubstantiated over the years, in 1997, Lunel Kozak managed to capture the creature on film. The video depicted a large, almost squid-like monster emerging from the water before slowly submerging again. Nevertheless, like many sightings of legendary creatures, Kozak's discovery's authenticity remains a topic of debate among scholars. However, the potential existence of such a creature hasn't dissuaded archaeologists from exploring the lake. Recently, an expedition led divers to the lake's very bottom, where they made an astonishing discovery. On this particular day, a team of researchers from Van Yale University gathered at the lake's shore to investigate another age-old myth, the belief that the lost city of Atlantis might be hidden beneath Lake Van. Surprisingly, this notion wasn't entirely implausible. The land surrounding Lake Van was once inhabited by the Urartians, an ancient civilization that thrived in Turkey during the Iron Age, approximately 3,000 years ago. Despite their centuries-long presence in the area, very few remnants of this ancient civilization remain today. While conquest may have played a role in the disappearance of most Urartian structures, some scholars speculate that rising water levels in Lake Van submerged these relics. Locating these structures would be no easy task, so the team enlisted the help of a veteran underwater photographer, Tahsin Salin, to lead the expedition's dive team in search of the lost Urartian kingdom. When the time came to descend into the lake's depths, even Salin couldn't help but feel a hint of apprehension regarding the legend of the Lake Van monster. Despite having dived here numerous times before, the prospect of encountering the terrifying creature weighed on his mind. The rest of the team shared similar concerns, as the vast and murky waters held an air of mystery. Upon reaching the lake's bottom, Salin and his team diligently combed the sandy floor in search of Urartian artifacts. Almost immediately, one of the divers spotted an enormous shadow that sent shivers down everyone's spines. It lay motionless, resembling a structure made of stone. Summoning their courage, the divers swam closer, only to discover that it wasn't a monster, it was a castle. The towering structure was remarkably well preserved, with intact walls and foundations. It had certainly been submerged for a considerable period, but was it truly a relic from the long-forgotten Urartian Empire? They needed further evidence. As Salin and his team continued to explore the ruins, one of the divers stumbled upon a significant etching on one of the walls, the image of a lion. This discovery all but confirmed that the castle was Urartian, as the civilization had used such symbols for centuries to identify themselves as a kingdom. Upon photographing the structure, the divers returned to the surface to share their findings with the rest of the team. While researchers were thrilled with the discovery, complications arose upon learning of the lion symbol. Some scholars believed that the lion motif appeared more medieval than ancient, which cast doubt on the castle's origin in the Iron Age. The materials used in the castle's construction, a mix of Urartian and medieval stones, further supported the theory that medieval kingdoms had repurposed ancient ruins to build their own fortresses. The archaeological community remained divided over the true nature of the castle beneath Lake Van. In the meantime, historians turned their attention to a new discovery made in the United States, a find that might be even more extraordinary than the purported lost Urartian kingdom. Beneath the tranquil waters of Cape Cod in Massachusetts, divers unearthed a colossal secret that had remained hidden for centuries. It was a discovery that would excite any historian, and they knew it well. It was the wreck of the Whydah, a massive ship built to accommodate 150 men and carry several hundred tons of cargo. This ship had disappeared off the New England coast in 1717, and many had assumed it was lost to history forever. Yet, in 1984, explorer Barry Clifford stumbled upon the wreckage of the Whydah, a discovery that has kept him excavating artifacts from the site ever since, earning him a place among the greatest treasure hunters in history. Barry had long yearned for a treasure that would secure his place in legend. He once believed he had located the remnants of Christopher Columbus' original 1492 voyage, the Santa Maria, but subsequent tests revealed it to be a different vessel. The Whydah, however, was a monumental find. It had served as the flagship of one of history's most renowned pirates, Black Sam Bellamy. This captain earned the moniker Robin Hood of the Sea for good reason. Bellamy set his sights on wealthy merchants and aimed to minimize violence in his endeavors. He treated his crew members with equality and respect, regardless of their backgrounds, including Native Americans and former slaves. Notably, the Whydah had initially belonged to slave traders until Bellamy forcibly seized it and liberated the captives on board. Bellamy's most renowned feats included some of the largest heists in pirate history, amassing an estimated modern equivalent of $120 million throughout his career. These audacious exploits transformed him from a common criminal into a genuine folk hero of his era. Tragically, Bellamy's time in the limelight was short-lived. A colossal storm sent the Whydah to the depths, claiming countless treasures and most of the crew, including Bellamy himself. Centuries later, Clifford and his team unearthed numerous relics and treasures from the wreck, culminating in the establishment of the Whydah Pirate Museum, aimed at sharing Bellamy's remarkable story. Despite decades of study at the site, Clifford still believed they had only scratched the surface. Then, a diving mission in late 2016 altered everything when they stumbled upon a substantial piece of Whydah debris, concealing a trove of artifacts. To their astonishment, this motherlode contained an unexpected find: human bones. Among the coins and seafaring equipment protruding from the rugged surface lay a femur, mere steps away from what seemed to be Bellamy's pistol. Could it be the remains of the legendary captain himself? Clifford recognized the need for concrete proof and enlisted a team of forensic scientists. They extracted DNA from the bone and compared it to that of one of Bellamy's descendants in the United Kingdom. Finally, the results arrived, and they were not a match. The bone likely belonged to an anonymous crew member, not Captain Bellamy. The elusive Black Sam once again evaded identification. While the theory sank faster than the Whydah itself, the bone provided researchers with an opportunity to learn more about the typical sailor from that era. Clifford can continue to find satisfaction in his ongoing exploration of the Whydah. In fact, no other renowned pirate ship has been subjected to such meticulous investigation. His achievements and valuable contributions to history remain beyond doubt. Furthermore, the enigmas of the Whydah persist in the depths of the ocean, and Bellamy's ultimate resting place may eventually be revealed, patiently awaiting the moment when the right individual discovers it.